Everyone, welcome to our hugely successful channel. We've got 8 subscribers now. We really want to get double figures soon. But today we are reviewing the Klaif pizza maker, available on Amazon. That's where we got it, 65 quid. I think it was 80, but we got it for 65. And come in here, Poppy, I want to show you the top of this. What I love about this pizza oven is it's got a heat element at the bottom which raises heat to the pizza stone, and this pizza stone is removable. Obviously you can't really get rid of the black on it once it's on there, but it's all clean. And the bottom element heats the pizza stone. The top element is this heat element here, and that's what puts the heat on your cheese and your toppings. So what's great is you can, depending on how you like your pizza, you can control the bottom and the top independently. Now, obviously, like I said, we're not professionals by any stretch of the imagination, but we've got some dough here. Now, this is fresh raw dough, and we're lucky enough that we got this from a wholesaler that's not too far from where we live, that sells fresh raw dough, frozen. And what we do is we take it out when we need it, and we defrost it. And after about 2 hours, it's ready to use. We use some flour here. Now, you'll have to excuse the plastic cutting boards, but they are there. Otherwise we're literally doing it on the wood in our garden, so we don't want that. So what we do is we press the dough out, a bit like this, make sure it's all flat, make it a bit bigger by pressing it, get it all nice and flat, like so. And by the way, the pizza oven, that's been heating up for about 5 or 6 minutes, and from previous attempts we find that 3 to 4 on the top level and about a heat of 3 on the bottom level is how we like our pizzas. It's giving us a brownish base, so it's crisping the base, and it's also doing the top how we'd like it. So as you can see, so what I do with this is I sprinkle a bit of flour on here, give it a bit of a press and spin. It's a little bit of a fine art, but we're gradually getting better at it. And what we're basically doing here, and it's really hard on these things that are moving, but we're basically pressing, spinning, pressing, spinning, pressing. Oh, we've lost one. This fine was one. But we're pressing and spinning, getting a rough circle shape and a rough size, 10 to 12 inches on these doughs. As you can see there now, what we do, get some of the flour off the top. And as you can see there, we've now got roughly a good pizza shape. So we open this up, quick pat, and what I do is I actually put the pizza on there, and now because of the stone, the base is already cooking, and we found the problem always was in the oven. If you pop it in the oven, you've got a lovely top of the pizza that's done perfectly, but the bottom is still a bit raw and the dough isn't cooked enough. As you can see from the dough moving around, it's already cooking, it's already bubbling here. And we like our pizzas slightly crispy at the bottom, but not too overcooked on the top. Here you can see that, look at that. And that's what's the amazing thing about this pizza oven. Now, I've got friends with unis, which are fantastic, but the uni doesn't allow you to interact with your pizza once it's in the oven. And they're about 300 quid. Whereas this, £65, we're in here. I won't go mad, that'll do. Normally we're a bit neater, but this will have to do. This is about my 7th pizza tonight, so I'm getting fed up. Not from Alden, so bit of chicken. Chuck a bit of chicken on. Spread it around. Bit more chicken. That's Poppy coughing on the pizza. Poppy coughing. Some bacon. Bit of bacon. We've already roasted this off in the oven, so, well, on the pizza oven, to get the moisture out, to make it easier to crisp. Once we're cooking, we'll put some sweet corn and some peppers on here. nothing too crazy. And if you look here under the base, you'll see it's already cooking and browning. You'll never get that in your oven, and we've been trying to get it in our oven. You can't do it, even on a pizza stone oven, you're not going to get that. Or if you do, the top's not going to get cooked. Something has to give, whereas in here, you're controlling the top and bottom. And we've made loads of pizzas on here now. And also what's nice is putting the pizza dough on here before you've got all the toppings. Now when you make the pizza and put the toppings on before you put it in the oven, you know, if you're amateurs like us, half of it falls off by the time you've got it in the oven, and you're using your pizza paddle and the pizza's sticking to the bottom of the pizza paddle, and you're shifting it and all the toppings are coming off. This is really good for keeping it tidy, really, keeping the pizza looking good. Now here what we do, show you the bottom again, you can see that it's not, a lot of people like it done that much and no more, but we're going to put the top on. We're going to increase the heat on the top. As you can see inside this oven as well, it's brilliant. You can see the top of the pizza coming along. We already know the bottom's doing well. And actually what I might do here on this dial is actually turn the heat off the bottom now. It's going to stay hot because it's a stone that's already heated up. But we're going to keep the focus of the heat on the top of the pizza now and just let that go. So we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes and show you where we're at. Okay guys, so we are literally a minute and a half in. And as you can see here, the cheese already melted. It's even starting to brown blister, which is what, well, certainly what we want. We can spin the pizza around. There is a slightly warmer end this side, but actually the heat's very consistent. And as you can see, the great thing is, with an uni or a traditional wood-fired one that you'd have outside, you can't do this. You can't get to your pizza like you can here. You have to pull it out, pull it in, or push it in, sorry. This is a much more accessible version. Okay, we're now about 2.5 minutes in. As you can see, the pizza's probably, if you look at the bottom here, oh, a bit hot. If you look at the bottom here, that bottom's done, it's cooked. Now it depends how you like your top. I mean, this is starting to brown and blister. The cheese will pull away, but we like to actually do a bit more. What I love about this is we've got it plugged into an extension lead. Now this is 1.4 or 1.2 kilowatts. I'll have to double check. But that means you can basically have it on, under tariffs at the moment, you can have it on for roughly 30 pence an hour. Now, if you've got an uni that's running on gas, that's going to be costing you a lot more than 30p an hour because you're using portable gas, which gas in the home is great value. Gas that's portable, as great as it is, it's expensive. Whereas this here, we could cook on here for 3 hours and it's going to cost us 90 pence. And as you can see, that pizza's coming along really nicely. And here we go, this will do us. So the pizza here, you can see it's nice and brown. The cheese will be nice and stringy, it's all cooked. If we look at the base, look, that base is perfect. So it's going to have crisp at the bottom, it's going to have softness in the middle, it's quite a thin crust, and it's going to have a crunch at the top. So in a moment, we'll box it up and serve it. Here we go, we're going to pop our pizza in a box. Again, we got these pizza boxes from the wholesaler, about 20p each. Obviously, you have to buy about 100 of them. So there's our pizza. So I will get our cutter. And we will go across, form a cross, go across here. Got to be rough with your cutter. I've always found it's safer to be rough with it than muck around with it all soft. But if we look at this base here, look, you can see here, nice and brown. It's got a crunch to it. Look, it's a bit hot to eat, but you can hear it breaking up. It's perfect. So that is the Klaif Amazon 65 quid pizza oven.